been a minute. A cool minute. How is all my beautiful people doing tonight? Tonight's the night. Hey, listen. Okay, so one, my apologies for not streaming for a cool minute, 3 months. I just been busy. I've been doing a lot of things in the community. I've been doing a lot of things just with work, and I fell off. But I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. Started from the bottom. Now I'm up in the building. So thank you for anybody that is missing me. And if you're not missing me, then why are you here? Like you gotta miss me a little bit, a little bit. So let me tell you, a couple people were asking me like, "Hey, Riz, what's going on? What's going on with the show? Where you at? All that good stuff." And I've just been saying like, "Hey, I've been busy. It's been really hard for me to even stream, to do anything." But in the in between time, I've done a couple of things. I really have. I've done a couple of things, right? So I bought me a new computer system to make sure, because you remember I was freezing all the time, right? I was freezing, like I was really on freeze mode. So did that. Bought some new monitors. Did that. Got me a new little headset. Y'all see the Fly headset? Shout out to the Fly headset. Did that, and I've just really just been grinding. Uh, really been focused on the hens because I think I talked to you guys about the hens the last time I was on. So I've been focused on the hens, getting these eggs, man. So let there be another egg shortage. Guess who's about to be in the biz business? That's me, about to be in the business. So been focused on that. Just been focused on just life and just happiness and just doing my thing. That's what a lot of people forget about is just being happy and just really just being happy. If you really want to boil that down at the end of the day. So just a quick note, like I know the if you're watching me on YouTube, I know it says family politics, but family politics is not that. I'm not, technically inclined and stuff like that. I got to get these kids to do this for me, so that'll get switched up. That'll get changed. But I really just wanted to make sure that I came back, and I'm coming back with y'all with some brand new stuff. We have my co-host, which we'll talk mess about the co-host when the co-host decides to come on. You know what I'm saying? Running late and everything. But we'll talk about that in a minute. We'll definitely talk about that in a minute. The co-host coming up late and all that good stuff. And if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, then you'll know that I had a poll up for what the show is going to be called, and right now it's actually a tie. And I don't want to talk about the tie until the co-host decides that they want to come on and all that good stuff. So we'll get to that. So a couple of things that one more thing. Y'all know I be talking about my son a lot, and then my other kids too. So why am I, man? Why am I about to be a grandparent again? Oh, Lord have mercy. Listen, see, why it happened was I was like, no. So this go around because I already have three grand, three grandkids. So this go around, it's gonna be my daughter, which that's like a whole conversation in itself. Um, call me sexist, call me whatever you want to call me. I just feel like my Suan's in the building. What up, Suan? How you doing, sweetie? I appreciate you joining me tonight. Uh, hopefully, I have some good conversation. If I don't, I know you will tell me about it. So, my daughter, she's gonna be having her first child. My boys, the older boys, they have kids or whatever. And I think it's a difference when your boys have kids versus your girls have kids. And I get it. Like I know all you guys are in the background like, "Oh my god." Listen, it's a completely different situation when your girl, your baby girl, has kids. So I don't know. I don't know. I love her to death. Like that's my baby girl. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna fly out. You know, when she has a baby and all that good stuff. But uh, I'm just like, really? Now, mind you, she's 22. Just for I know a couple of you guys are asking your brains like, well, how old is she? Riz, what's going on? She's 22, so I guess. But where these young kids are, and to me, she's a kid, right? Where these young kids are, and where their maturity level is, and things like that. I wish they would wait a little bit, like wait a little bit to make sure that you're ready, right? Like we got to make sure you're ready. We got to make sure that everything you have going on in life right now, and I get it. Some people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're never ready to have kids." No, you're not. But it's a lifetime commitment. My 20, what, he's 24, 25. My 25-year-old right now still calls me. My 24-year-old still calls me, right? So it is a lifetime commitment. It's not like, oh, this cute little baby. Oh, no, it is a commitment for life. And you have to understand that, you know, that's what you sign up for. And I don't know if there's other people's situations out there like that, but like for them, and I love my babies. So if y'all seeing this right now, don't talk mess to me later. Um, you have, and I think I had this conversation with my middle son. Uh, you have to choose your partners. Like I know that if we're talking about from a boy's perspective, right? Like, oh, she's cute. She got this going on. She got that going on. But where my questions are is, how does she treat her family? What is she doing with her family? What is that relationship like? How are her friends? Are they too much in her business? Because I'm telling you right now, friends give you some good advice, but some friends they sit up there and act like that they support you, and they're the first ones to give you the most horrible advice ever. So what does that look like? What does her family relationship look like? What does her relationship look like with her mom? What does her relationship look like with her dad, her cousins, her grandparents? Like, all of that. And I'm not just putting this on the woman because I asked my daughter the same thing. Well, what is the relationship? What is how does he treat his mom? You know what I mean? Like, how does he treat his mom? How does he treat his dad? What is his relation? Does he have siblings? What do those relationships look like? Because it's a red flag, and I'm telling y'all right now. You can quote me, you can tell me whatever it is you want to tell me, but what does those relationships look like with your partner's family, friends, parents, right? Because that'll tell you everything you need to know on what it's going to look like with your relationship moving forward, especially if it's in a situation to where you're not necessarily with that person anymore, which is fine. I think that nowadays relationships are, mm, if we're talking about relationships, you can't sit up here and say like, oh, we're gonna get married and oh, we're gonna do this and live happily ever after and all that good stuff. Like it sounds great, it sounds good, right? And those are the things that I think, as not only parents, as partners, you want to go into a relationship, having all of those things. But reality says that the probability of all of that it isn't on, right? So you definitely have to choose your partners right. And in a main reason for that is just look at just look at me. Just look at what it looks like when you have kids and you have a divorce, right? Just look at the probabilities of what relationships look like when they're great and what relationships look like when they're not. So I tell all the ladies out there, please don't dismiss the red flags. Even if you're married, even if you're in a relationship, even if you're whatever, don't dismiss those red flags. Like, please don't, because they're very telling. And I could sit up here and talk for hours about what all the red flags look like. Uh, but at the end of the day, I think one thing that I've learned personally is you're an adult, and this is what I take with my kids too. Like, this is my opinion. This is how I feel about it, right? But you're an adult, and you're gonna do what you're gonna do at the end of the day. So I can give you my 5 cents, my 3 cents, my 10 cents. Like, I can do all of that. However, in all of that, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're definitely gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna hear me, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're gonna do exactly what I want you to do. Because even as adults, like, even if we look at it, from adult standpoint, like, we hear what everybody has to say, and we're gonna go with, and we're gonna do whatever it is that we decide that we're gonna do at the end of the day. And that's one of the things that I think that people forget about is that, right? So that's my 3 cents on that. So yes, am I happy my daughter is pregnant? No, but she knows that. So it's nothing that I'm just putting on blast and like, oh, you're saying this. No, it's nothing. But am I happy that there's another child that's going to be brought into this world? Of course. Am I going to be there for my I love my grandbabies more than I love my kids. And yes, I just said that. They can record this, they can chop this back, they can do whatever they want to do with it. I love all my grandchildren more than I do my kids. Because you want to know why? I can spoil them babies and send them right back. My kids, they want to have this, that, and the other. And guess what? And guess what? That's what they want from you. But them grandbabies, and then they get mad. And then the kids get mad. They get mad because they're like, oh, I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. And oh, if I did that, you would have. Yes, because you're my child. And I'm supposed to do all these things to you. Because I'm sending you out there in society, in the world, to be a great, whether it be a leader, whether it be a person in society, whether it be whatever it may be. I'm sending you out in the world, right? My grandbabies. Now that's your problem. I gave you all the tools that you needed to do what you need to do, right? So it's your job to make sure that the tools that I gave you, whether you, and we can have those conversations one day, but what the tools that I gave you, you actually use those tools with your kids, and then it's my job and they grandma's job, their other grandma's job, to spoil them and make sure that they're loved and all that good stuff. And you didn't get candy, but they gonna get all the candy they want to. Y'all know, y'all know what I'm talking about. You guys most definitely know what I'm talking about. So that's one of the things that I guess it's probably been on my mind. So what else has been going on with you, Riz? So there's been that, and then you guys all know that I think I talked about it earlier. I've been doing a lot of things in the community. So some of the things that I've been doing in the community lately is just doing a lot of donations. Just helping people that need help. One of the reasons why I believe in that is because you never know at the end of the day, and help doesn't mean it has to be monetary. It could be going to change somebody's light bulb or something like that. You know what I mean? Because you might not be in the position or situation to where you can actually do something like that. However, like, just help others because you never know, and that's one of the reasons why, especially if you've watched the shows that I've done prior, you never know what the next person is going through. Period. You don't know. You don't know if that person's having a good day. You don't know if that person's having a bad day. You don't know if that person is just mentally drained. And I think that that's one of the things that hurts us overall is people are mentally drained, and we do not address it. We don't address it, right? We just look at it as it's like. just some, I don't know. We just look at it as it's like some thing, I guess, in a sense. But it's a thing. It is a thing, and it's a serious thing. Mental health is healthcare. I don't care what a lot of people say, and a lot of people think that mental health isn't something that should be covered under healthcare, or it's not a thing, or a lot of stuff like that. But to me, mental health is the same as going to get your checkup from your doctor. You got to do the exact same thing. Mental health is healthcare, period. You have to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, who else is going to take care of you? You're going to be like, oh, my girl, oh, my dude, oh, this person, that person. People, if you don't love you, who else is going to love you? If you don't take care of you, who else is going to take care of you? If you don't think about you and the things, the little things, whether it be like, when you're coming home from work, you take that extra 10 minutes outside to decompress and throw all that stuff away. Or it could be, you're with your kids or, your significant other, spouse, whatever, and you just need those couple of minutes. You have to take care of you. If you don't take care of you, nothing. Let me say that for the people in the back. Nothing else matters if you don't take care of you. Like it does not work that way. It don't. And I think that a lot of people like to pretend or think that, oh, all these things matter. They matter. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't. Okay. So that's my spill on that one. Let me text this one right here and ask my future co-host that we are going to talk mess about when they hop on, what's going on with them and why we late on the first show. We're almost 20 minutes late on the first show. But anyways, so let's talk about the world real quick. Oh no, we can talk about the world, or we can talk about sports. Let's talk about sports because sports is a little bit more easier. So in the sports world right now, did y'all see the Dodgers just paid $700 million? Like that's a seven with one, two, with two zeros in a mill behind it for this baseball player. What? Seriously? And one of the things, because I never knew, like, baseball, like, I'm a Dodger fan, but I'm not like a super Dodger fan, like I'm a Lakers fan. Bleed that purple and gold all day, every day. But I never knew that baseball does not have a salary cap. Basketball has a salary cap. Football, I think it somewhat does. Somebody correct me if I'm mistaken. Baseball, they could have paid this man $1 million, and he would have got that 1 million or 50 billion or whatever it is. Don't you know there's kids on the streets right now and people that need something to eat? Y'all just gave this man, and I get it, corporate America, like, I get it at the end of the day. Corporate America is going to do what they're going to do. However, $700 million, just wow. So we got that going on, and then we got recently the Pelicans. Uh, oh my gosh, the Pelicans. They have so much talent on their team, and Zion. I love Zion to death when he actually is on his stuff. But they got all these memes out there about him right now about how well, and Stephen A. did it. Like Stephen A. Yeah, Stephen A. did it. They be talking about how he can eat everything. So like all the memes is talking about like how he's eating, how he's overweight. Let's not bash the overweight people out there, please. 'Cause I'm a little chunky too. Like I got a little junk in my trunk or whatever. And shout out to Southwest, because Southwest now, if you are one of those passengers that needs to buy the extra seat, you can buy the extra seat, and then they'll give you a refund after that. So you can buy that extra seat, and you bought it because them seats on Southwest, them seats are a little, they like this big. On the other airlines, they about that big, but on Southwest, they like that big. JetBlue, they like that big. And we will not get into JetBlue. Period. Point blank. JetBlue be tripping. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on from JetBlue. So yeah, so they're talking about that. So that's one of the big stories right now. And then the biggest stories is the in season tournament, the new tournament that the NBA implemented within the league is they had like this tournament. It's like it's almost like an NCAA tournament type thing, where the top four teams from the East and the West. There's brackets, and then they go play each other at the end and uh purple and gold. Lakers for life. Lakers for life. The Lakers came through, we won the tournament. So the Lakers, because of the NBA, they're saying like, oh, we need to put the banner up for the in season tournament banner or whatnot. And the crazy part is, now mind you, the Lakers, we already know we're champions for life, right? So we have like all the banners, all the everything. And then so Charles Barkley comes out and says, oh, if they hang a banner, then I'm just gonna laugh and clown the Lakers, whatever. And I'm like, I'm in the middle on that, right? I'm in the middle on that. And I'm mainly on the middle because I don't know. We got to talk to me about that in another 10 years, because we got to see what this tournament actually does for the league. Because at the end of the day, when we look at the numbers, nobody, like, let's be real, during football season, football for life, Raiders for life. Anyways, during football season, nobody really watches basketball because we wait until after the All-Star game to even really, like, the first game is Christmas. Yes, Lakers versus Celtics. Let's get it in. I will be watching that game. Period. Point blank. You want to find me during the Lakers and Celtics game? Guess where I'll be? I'll be on the couch watching the game, eating me some popcorn, and doing my thing. Yeah. Anyways, so so they're just mad. They're just mad. Charles is mad. Everyone's mad, but we'll see. Like I said, give me about 5 to 10 years. And I think that they put the disrespect on LeBron. I am not a LeBron fan. Okay, by no means, way, or anything else am I a LeBron James fan. Period. Point blank. However, right now, guess what color he's in? He's in purple and gold. And guess what I support 1000%? That is purple and gold. So guess who is my player right now? LeBron, and even, street clothes AD, purple and gold. So guess who my people are? LeBron and AD. But I think what society and just everybody is going to realize at the end of the day, because when we really look at it from a broader perspective and a standpoint, is when LeBron actually retires, they need to find a new face of the league. They thought it was going to be Ja, but Ja and his dummy self want to go around and having firearms all over Instagram and Facebook and whatever else he was doing. Like, he was doing all that stuff, and there's people aren't going to want to watch that. People aren't going to want to support that. And that has nothing, that has, what's really, in that really concerns me about the two-way stuff, right? So where was all my two-way people? Hold on one second. Let me text this one. The one, where's all my two-way people? I don't understand. Where all my two-A people at? I didn't see, and maybe that might be a race thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, let's really talk about it. That could potentially be a race thing, because at the end of the day, like, I didn't see nobody that is a 2A supporter, sticking up from him, which he was done with just brandishing it and just doing dumb stuff. So that could be it too. It could be that part of it. But at the end of the day, like if you're gonna have all these, oh, I'm 2A all day, and this, that, and the other, who came out and supported him? Nobody. The NBA, he comes back on, I think it's like Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that next week, where he can actually come back and play. But nobody came out and had his back. Oh, it's about time. Look at you. You need to
I don't think so.
cuss me out.
I'm having
So
technical issues.
listen, people. So Q's
Um,
in the building, co-host is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
what's this?
why she looking all mad?
No clue.
Why she looking mad right now? I'm gonna need you to smile. Is she in?
Maybe go down to settings.
Like she's talking to herself.
What is
So,
it?
Q's in the building. That's the co-host, and like I said,
Oh
Audio.
yeah.
we
Yeah, you know
we
what you
put the
know.
poll online.
Gotcha.
It's a tie right now on what the show's gonna be called. So we
Yeah, my
don't
mic is
necessarily know
working,
what we're about
but
to.
like, why
As
come
We
I
far
don't
as
can't hear
necessarily
you?
know what
test
we
it,
finna
Test, test,
call the
test.
show quite
No,
yet.
no.
Oh,
Let me tell her
But you
she
can't hear
in.
anything.
Let me tell her I can hear y'all.
Good.
I don't think so. I think these don't work.
You got Bluetooth?
I do, but
All right, hold
I think
on.
it's her mic. Her mic might be messed up or something. I don't know. But uh
can you hear
let's
me?
see. We got you? We got you yet? We got you?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Maybe. Can you
Can
not
you
hear
hear
me?
me? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You can. Yes, I can hear you. I
Then
can
I
hear.
can hear you.
Yes,
Your camera is frozen right now though.
but I can't.
But I can
You
hear you.
can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. Definitely. I can hear you. You are good.
Can
I
you?
think yes, I can hear you. It's
Oh,
you're just delayed slightly.
oh.
But go with your late self. See, now you living up to the stereotype of us black/African American people
It's,
that we always late. And listen, you like 30 minutes late. We've been planning this for a cool minute, and you late on the day. So I'm gonna need you to tell people what's going down. Yeah, I put you on blast.
hey y'all. Sorry,
No, it don't
I'm
work that
sorry
way.
I'm late. I knew you was gonna be talking.
Yeah.
I knew you was gonna be doing all this. Okay, it's okay. I was having technical issues though. I was really on time. I would have been 5 minutes late, but then the technicals happened. So my bad, y'all. My bad. It's nice to.
Yo, like I don't know what connection you got
Are you
going
gonna
on
say
right
something
now.
else?
Yeah, your connection
It's not
your
a good
connection
one.
is broke. It's not a good connection. It is not a great one, but that's okay. So for all the people
On
out
here.
there, as you can see, like I said, it's Riz and Q. I don't know. We don't, like I said, the polls right now have the two names of this. Well, we actually posted, I think it was like three names for everybody. One of them, like that one's just
I'm going
dead in the dirt. And then the other
to
two
try it.
are the ones where people are like, yay, let's, get that in. So we'll see. I'll let it go another week and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna need you to see, look at this one. Like mm, like she ain't even ready. It's all good. So, like I was talking about before, we don't
Give me
necessarily.
one minute.
You
Hold
so
on.
funny. You so funny. We don't necessarily know what the show's gonna be called quite yet, but we'll get there. Uh, like I said, I just wanted to get back on the air, just get back in the game, to let everybody know that we still here, that the business is still booming and all that good stuff. But while she's working on her technical difficulties that she got going on over there, let's get back into. I think we're talking about basketball. So even in the basketball world, the in season tournament, right now it's popping off. It's doing great.
What's that say? Oh, do you know?
All the money,
All right.
all the money that people came up with, the views. Wow, I think it was on like football, right? So normally during football season, basketball is not a thing, right? At all. Basketball is not a thing at all. So what ended up happening is the viewership was off the chain. Like they're like, oh wow, like people were actually watching basketball when it was football season. So that really doesn't happen. So let's see. Let me see. Is she back? Can we hear her now? She good? Let's see. I don't know. I think her mic is muted. Unmute mic. All right, she on. Can you hear me now or no? All right, we'll just let her be right there. So yeah, the in-season tournament. You there? Can you hear me? Are you?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. It's just your internet or your connection. But I can see you, but you're a little delayed. Go ahead and say something. And see, this is why this is our first show right here. This is why this is our first show right here. Getting all the technical difficulties out the way.
Yeah.
And it's all good. Getting everything out the way, you know. Look, she probably with her son right there. Like, here you go. Shout out to the kids. Shout out to all the kids. To the kids.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Hey.
No, don't a.
You can?
Nothing.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you good? Are you
All
good?
right, now we got something going.
Oh my goodness! I'm gonna need you to get your technical difficulties.
I am.
Together.
I'm sorry I'm late. But really, like
So tell all of us, like, let's be real. What happened? No one cares about all that. Why are you late?
I had a long day. I was out and I was running some errands because I did. I had time.
You sound like Charlie Brown right now.
Slowed down a little bit. Then it's trying to rush, and then I was trying to make here, but it didn't really happen that fast because it slowed down again. You can't. I'm sad. This. I didn't go to bed until like 6 a.m.
But what's that got to do with tea in China? Nothing. Oh, don't start trying to talk smack to me. Don't even start with me. But are you here now? So what's been going on with you? I've been talking about everything that's been going on with me for the last couple of months. What's been going on with you?
I am here now.
So what's been going on with you?
Well, just a little bit of here and there, a little bit of traveling, just work, really. Right back down the rabbit hole with work.
Oh, you got to give the people more than that. We ain't been on for like
a lot of that, and they changed my schedule. So now, what more do you? What I mean?
We
ain't thinking nothing new. Let me think.
We tell the people everything that's going
that's
on.
not worth mentioning.
What ain't worth mentioning? What we ain't mentioning?
Okay, well, I mean, it's not a whole lot going on. It's not been no excitement over here. I'm honest. There's no, I don't know. Like it's just every day, same old song. Hey, I mean, there's really nothing new going on, really.
All right.
My youngest son has a girlfriend.
Oh,
I just,
have you met her? Have you met her?
Man, let me tell you how I met that girl. Matter of fact, I just met her the other day because I was sitting outside in the garage on one of my breaks because I was working from home, smoking a cigarette, and a car pulls up, and I was like, so I'm just sitting there, and I don't get up immediately. I was kind of watching, I'm smoking. So finally, I get up, and I'm about to come in the house because I'm now done smoking. I done sat there for 10 minutes. The car been there for about the same. So as I'm coming in the door, the girlfriend is coming out the door. But they had to come through the garage, so they didn't know I was out there. And they just both stood there. And I'm like, he was like, oh, I wanted to introduce you to my girlfriend. I'm like, this is how we're meeting. She's sneaking out the room. Right. So, but fortunately for him, he is the last boy. So this isn't the first or the second. And she was cute. She was nice. She was pleasant. But, I really didn't want that to be our first meeting, but that's how it happened. So, womp womp. He's the last boy, so it doesn't matter. I've ran into this before. I'm a boy mom, so I kind of just expected
boys get on my nerves
to see that eventually from him.
Yeah. Boys get on my nerves. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. They get on my nerves. And when I say boys, I'm talking about my boys too.
They really do.
Lord have mercy.
They do.
Yeah. They need Jesus. They need Jehovah. They need Muhammad. They need Allah.
Yeah, he's at that age where girlfriends and shit.
Right. Like, and these little girls be just falling for all the ridiculousness that these boys be talking about. And I'm like, does this little girl know you didn't brush your teeth yesterday?
You know what? My youngest son he's a gentleman though.
Is he?
Oh, that part. Did she know that them pits was on fire?
Oof. See? That's what I'm
watch
talking
under
about.
there, boy, if you listening.
That's what I'm talking about. Like these boys.
You got to get them areas that really count.
But they don't. They don't. And these little girls be like, oh, he's so cute. Oh, you be like, yo, he didn't even wash his left toe yesterday. Like, what do we like? You want him? Like this one? That one. Okay, but let the kids.
Or how about the teeth brushing? I've been monitoring that. Like, did you brush your teeth today, dude? Like, when is the last time?
I really don't understand. That part I don't understand. Like, why you didn't brush your teeth? Get some of that gingivitis off in there? Like, I don't understand.
So I missed the whole part because I did come in late. I'm not gonna understand.
What you need to understand?
Did we even get back with the poll? I know when I put it up on my Instagram, I got a couple of votes for Below the Surface and a couple of votes for Paired In. It was pretty much a tie.
Well, mine were the other two
on your poll.
Well, my two.
Did we take a full count?
I did, but it was a tie between Below the Surface and two drinks and a side, or two sides and a drink, or whatever. So I was gonna put it up again once we started flowing a little bit more to see,
sides
like,
and a drink.
where it's gonna be. Yeah. So the first one, what was the first one? That one wasn't even. Nobody even on my side. Nobody even liked it. I didn't get it. That got 0 votes. 0. Let me not do okay because then they're gonna think I'm like a white supremacist. So I got 0 votes. 0, none, whatever.
And it was the opposite for me on my side. I got 0 votes for 0 for 2 drinks and a side. What's on a drink?
Really? So maybe it might be
Something like that.
It might. You're so funny. So maybe it might be just below
Something
the
like
surface as we keep going in when you're on time,
Below the surface.
and maybe when you're on time. You know,
He's still
and we
taking
start
shots
talking a
at
little,
me.
and we talking a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Okay.
it starts
I'll
flowing.
take that.
I know you'll take that. You ain't got no choice. What choice do you have? None. Zero.
I have all the choices. Let's be
Huh.
clear here.
Okay.
Just because I make
Okay.
fucked up choices don't mean I.
Oh wait, were you talking? Because you sounded like Charlie Brown.
I don't make fucked up choices anymore. I try not to.
I think we all. I think everybody makes messed up choices. I think that it's what we learn from those choices is what matters. That's my personal opinion. Because there's been some choices in the past where I was like, "Yo, did I really do that?"
What she said, y'all.
But yeah, but it's like, what did I learn from that? Like, okay, I learned X, Y, and Z. You know, so that's what it boils down to me. For me personally, I don't know what more to say to that. What
It be
what
taking a
else? And I'm
long
gonna
time
need
for
you
you to
chewing
learn,
that
though.
gum. Like, why you got that gum? The people don't want to see you chewing your gum like that. You know I'm gonna call you out, right?
I know. I was gonna take it out too.
I'm just saying. We trying to be professionals.
How about that?
We trying to get on Shannon Sharp, the Pat McAfee, Ocho
Well,
Lomos
listen up.
level. But
Some people
bro,
like the sound of people chewing. You know, some people.
is that
There's
like
people out
is
there that
a
like
foot
the sound
fetish?
of people chewing.
Bro,
You
is that
just
like a foot fetish type thing? Is that like people want to like sell people's feet on the
yeah.
thing? No,
Do a
no,
say real fucked up.
no.
Let me stop. For real. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm
I
not
know
being
you
very
having fun,
ladylike,
but I'm
y'all.
just saying. Hey, so all right, so
I
you
got
was talking about your
on my
son's little
tomboy shirt
girlfriend.
today.
I like that shirt though. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I like the shirt. So what's up with you? Last I knew, you wasn't in
Thank
nobody's
you. This is one
relationship.
of my
You wasn't
favorites.
talking to
It
nobody. So who
is.
you talking to now? Like what we doing? Tell the people. Are you single? Let the people know. I said it. Yeah, I did it.
I am single. Shit, ain't nobody trying to. I mean, let me be careful how I say this.
Right. Say it right. Say it right. Say it right.
I would say I would say I'm dating. I would
Okay.
say that. I'm dating. Yep.
Okay.
I've been having
And how
fun.
is that? How is that
Yep.
whole dating world? How's that dating world
Yep.
working out? Like, what
That's
does that
all I
look
care
like?
to say about that, Riz.
You're so funny. Listen, all I'm asking about is the dating world. What is the dating
You
world
know what?
in the year
It's not
about to be
bad.
2024?
It's
What's the dating world like?
2024 dating is like, I think it just barely hit a 50-50 medium. Like I can lightweight tolerate it.
Wow, that's deep.
Because
That's pretty deep.
actually, and let me tell you, sir, like my age range is weird, really, really weird.
Okay. Oh, well then let's go there. What's your age range?
The age range, I got 10 years younger chasing and 10 years older chasing. I don't know what to make of it really, because
That's interesting.
may the best man win.
You're so So what do you
I'm
see
just
as
saying,
the,
it's really weird for me because I feel like I am feeling lightweight a little bit, aged. Just a little bit.
is that a woman thing?
Like
And I'm not saying I'm not a woman. I'm a stud for real. But is that a chick thing?
Oh, don't give me that. What is that? What the?
Really? Anyway.
Like feeling aged?
No,
Are
I'm
you
just
really
saying, like,
asking
what
me
is
that?
No, hell
You
no.
know what?
I said no. What I'm asking is, what does that really feel like, from a woman's perspective, when you're just getting back into the dating world and you have multiple suitors in a sense, and the age range from those suitors are high and low, and that's something that you would have never thought about. Like, what does that look like? That's my question. My question wasn't even where you was at.
It's not no, and it's weird because there's nobody in the middle. It's like it's either two. You should have just let me answer the way I wanted to, Riz.
You know I don't play that.
No, what I was saying is,
if this show ends up being called Below the Surface, we are getting deep. And if people don't understand that, and if people don't like that we're dating,
you gotta put me on blast. Hold on.
With,
Wait a minute.
Wait
Wait a minute.
Oh wait, I was going off. Okay, go ahead. What happened?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I was going.
Nobody said any. I did not have sexual relations with that man. Ma'am, don't be putting that out. I don't. What are you talking about? Like, wait, what? How do we go from that to that? Like,
listen. Okay. All right, Bill Clinton. Okay, Bill Clinton.
No. Listen, let's get back on track. Okay, we were talking. What
are we doing? We were just talking about relationships in general.
On my shirt.
You're so funny. We're talking about relationships in general.
Listen, I was saying, let me tell you, there's no middle ground. It's either they're either too young or they're either too old. It just feels like no one in my age group.
Okay.
No one in my age group.
So what's too young though?
So it's too young. It's a bit, and I would say this for the younger crowd, it's cool because I feel like I'm youthful and running around the crowd. I feel more settled and secure. So I don't know. It's like it's no in the middle though. It's no.
So we going 21 too young?
It's no one to be right where I'm at in life. I don't know. Maybe I'm still single. It's still been years, so I don't know. But at least I'm dating now because for a long while I did none of that. For a long while.
So what is a date like? So okay.
But what about you? Ain't you is some new thing fling?
Oh, me?
Now she want to avoid the question,
recently,
right?
No,
what's your love life like? Nope.
Listen, the world already knows that myself and my former spouse,
except for me, how am I the last person to know? What the hell?
Myself and my former spouse are officially divorced. So that was a very. I feel like I'm lucky. And one of the things, and we can have like a whole conversation about it. I just feel like one of the things that I've learned from that entire situation is I'm glad we went through what we went through. I appreciate the fact that she is who she is. And I'm glad that the way that, especially now that we co-parent together, like I could in a million years, even though, I think what some people fail to understand and realize is just sometimes two people, y'all might be cool, but y'all ain't meant to be together forever. Right. So, we just weren't meant to be together forever. And that's just what it is. Right. And going through a divorce, like divorce sucks. Like I was mentally, emotionally,
how long did that take?
It was about like we were for like about 2 years. About 2 years. So, it sucks. Like divorce sucks. So I'm like anti-marriage. Like now I'm anti-marriage.
Why so long? Like I don't want you no more. Go over there. Bye.
But see, there's more. We need more. You need to be on time for if you want to ask me those questions to be able to tell the whole damn story. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell the story. I have no problems with that. I have no problems with telling the story.
That's right now. I feel it.
I have no problem.
Right.
I have no problem.
I apologize. This is one time. I wasn't late no other times.
Whatever. We brand new. This is new. This is new. So I have no problems with telling the entire story, but what I will say is she's an awesome co-parent. At the end of the day, I would never wish for any other co-parent, and it doesn't mean that I necessarily like her decisions. It doesn't necessarily mean that she likes my decisions. But I think that one of the things at the end of the day is we both understand that we have these kids that we're raising and we've raised, right? And we have these grandkids together too, right? So I don't want to, especially the majority of them are boys, except for the one girl. I have four boys, one girl. I don't want, especially the boys, to go out into the world and think that, oh, my baby mama this, my baby mama that, and not see like a healthy relationship. Now, I'm not going to say it was healthy in the beginning, of course not, because we had our stuff. We were legit, like, in the thick, going through a divorce. Like, that's no joke. And I do think that they need to have more support groups, especially for the gays out there. Shout out to my studs that are going through that, because there's not a lot of support um, to where you have somebody that you can talk to that can relate. Shut up, that can relate to those
Or
situations,
divorce.
right? But divorce is it's real, right? It's real,
Right.
and I think that a lot of people stick with and are in relationships even now
Well, I've been through a
today.
divorce, but it didn't take me 2 years for this.
He's so funny. Well, would y'all do shotgun divorce? Like, how'd that work? Well, let me know.
No, I just was like, yo, I'm out. Um,
Okay, so just because you said
he
you would
didn't want to sign the
go to the
paperwork for a
court,
long time, for like at least 3, 4 months, and to me that was long. I was pregnant.
and what state was that though? Was AZ?
Yeah, I pretty much quit, like just throwing the towel. Like that was Arizona.
So in
Yep.
Arizona, it took 3 months for y'all to be officially
And I
divorced.
just walked away from everything, so I made it real easy.
But even in that, it still took 3 months
What for him
from
to
start to yeah from
sign the paper? The new chick was like, she thought it was me, and I was like, no, he doesn't want to sign it, and I would,
we gonna have to
yeah,
dig into
and I
that a
was
little
like,
bit more.
okay,
'Cause-
I'm done
Nah,
now.
we gonna have to. Nah,
So
we
then
gonna dig into
she wanted
that.
to marry him,
Nah.
so eventually,
Oh, okay.
why?
Well,
It's
we
the
gonna have to dig
past.
into.
It happened.
No, but for
Mine
people
carry
out
on for
there,
2 years. It was an
no,
open and closed
no,
case to me.
no, I get that. But for people that are out there, like we need the people, they need to hear the stories, and hopefully that you're over it, I'm over it. Well, in a sense, and we're over it.
You're
So
right.
they need to hear those stories, because if you look
It
back, whose
was a
story
lot
did you get
to
to
go through.
hear?
It
Yeah,
was
it's a lot to
it
go
was
through.
stressful. It was stressful.
It was a very stressful thing, and that's why I say now, even today, like I'm anti getting married
Yeah.
unless it
So
boils
it's
down to
okay to
something
leave
that I
if you're
gotta.
really not
No,
happy.
it's okay. Can you please tell the people in the back? Tell the people in the
I
back
will
if
say that
we.
again. It's okay to leave if you're not happy. Why would you stay in something if you're not happy? I don't understand people who do that. That's why another reason why I've been single this long. I'm not going to force nothing or fake, or we just, if you're to the point where you're fighting and arguing and bickering every day, that's not really happiness. And if you can get over those hurdles, great. But still, if that's a routine for you, that's toxic. Get out of that.
Yeah, no, I'm
You
not
shouldn't
saying
be
that
fighting.
people are
That's
always.
not love.
No, you shouldn't fight
People
all the time.
try to
Like you,
convince me that love hurts. No,
love don't hurt.
no, it doesn't.
I'm like, what
You
love
shouldn't
hurt?
fight like
I
that.
don't want that love. I don't want that
No,
love. That
that's
sounds
where I
like
was
some
at.
dominatrix stuff. I'm not down with that. I'm not down
I
with that.
don't
I'm
got
I'm,
love
I'm down.
either.
I ain't down with that love. That love is no good for me.
Yeah. If you're
No
not
good for me.
happy, you should just really leave and go find happiness within first, and then try to share that. I don't know. But yeah, not me. Not me.
Okay. Well,
Thanks for
well,
putting me
well
on blast on day one. Ugh.
hey,
Hmm.
listen. We
I
get
was
deep.
late though, so
We get deep. We
my
talk
bad.
about
My
the
bad
real
again, y'all.
stuff.
And this tech,
Listen,
well,
we talk about the real stuff. We talk about the deep stuff. We talk about everyday life. I will always share my stories, and I would always be very transparent about what's going on in my life.
Me too.
Because that's just who I am. I have no problems with that. And if you don't like it, watch the show. If you don't want to, if you do like it, watch the show. If you're in between about it, watch the show. The whole point at the end of the day is watch the show. You know, um, but yeah, man, we got like 4 minutes left. This is crazy. It's crazy. It's our first one. How you feeling? Besides, you was late, but other than that,
Yeah,
how
it
you
went by
feeling?
quick.
Yeah.
I was
Well,
late,
talk
and I
to the
do really
people.
truly apologize. It was not my intent. I don't have all my quirks worked out yet. I am. I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to them. But I'm sorry. My technical issues are not all the way resolved, and I do realize I need to do a little bit more. But I had a lot of things to do today in my defense, and I'm happy in life. So I was like, just let it flow. I'm sorry that I'm late, but that was a real thing. So, hey, love me today.
Hey, we gonna get better,
You can hate me
y'all.
tomorrow, but love me today. I'm here. Please,
No,
please.
it's nothing but love. I like that shirt though. I really like that shirt.
Yeah,
Where you
we
get
are.
that from?
I promise. I ain't even
Look
time
at
I.
that.
Thank you. This is old.
Okay,
This
you
is
didn't tell
old.
me about what?
I've had it for a while.
What happened? You didn't tell me about what?
What?
You were about to
Now
tell me
you
something
sound
right
like
now.
womp womp womp.
No, I don't. You sound like womp. Look at this one.
You are womp womp womp.
Sound like nothing but a hater. All right, so since we got 2 minutes left, y'all. So one, I want to just say, big shout out to everybody that has shown us love throughout this time. That's either watching right now or that's gonna watch later. Nothing but love. Appreciate it. We will be back. We know we're going to be back on Sundays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central Time. We don't know the frequency. Like, is it going to be once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month? All that stuff will get out there. We will get that information out there. But again, like I said, I wanted to make sure that we got out to the people. And if you guys look below, just make sure mental health matters, and it's something that I talk about all the time. If you know somebody that needs some help, have them text 988. 988 is a mental health awareness line. You never know what the next person is going through, and even if it is yourself, mental health is healthcare. It's just like going to get your shot. It's just like going to get your checkup. It's just like going to get your blood work. Mental health matters. So that's one. And then two, just make sure that we're loving everybody. There's so much hate going on in the world right now. There's so much violence in other countries and things like that. And we will talk about that stuff on the show. But just make sure that we take care of each other and take care of community. Because at the end of the day, we have to love one another. We don't have to agree with each other. We don't even have to necessarily like each other, but we have to respect each other and have some sort of love and some sort of community for those around us. So again, we don't have a name of the show, so I'm not going to shout out the show yet, but that's to be announced. But thank you. Very appreciative and grateful for all of you guys joining us tonight. And for those that are going to be watching later, it's one love. Peace. Riz is out. Got anything? Then we out. One love, y'all.